It's more.
Hey, welcome. My name is Les Paul Klein, and I'm a brand partner with LifeWave. I've been a brand partner for 5 years. I have a team of about 1,800 people, and you know, I love this business. I love this business. I love the product line, and I preface I love this business because I love people. I hate the network marketing business. I loathe it. It's just so frustrating sometimes. And I've built all of my business in social media. And I'll tell you about the struggles of what I've been through to build on social media. And I've done a lot of teaching and training. I've built a lot of systems and courses. This is not the first one. This is like 10.0 that I have built. And so you're getting the benefit of all of the failures and mediocre business responses that I have had over a 5 year period. So let me just lay this in front of you because you need to really understand everything I'm going to say is compliant with our company, totally and completely compliant. I began to build this whole system with the guidelines and policies and the compliance rules from LifeWave. So this is who we are. Patch for Life Pro, which is you guys are all a member of Patch for Life. That's how you know about this. It's my Facebook private group. And the pro membership is what I have launched, and that's what we're going to talk about. But Patch for Life Pro is an independent membership community operated by myself, Les Paul Klein. I am an independent LifeWave brand partner. It is not affiliated with or endorsed by LifeWave International. And membership benefits include training, community access, and live support. And so, as I walk through what we're going to talk about, I may reference building our LifeWave business. Results are going to vary drastically with all of us. And so, obviously, there's no income guarantees. Will this work? Yes, if you do. Do I guarantee anything you'll make a penny? I do not. Absolutely not. Never would do that. And you'd be stupid to tell anybody that they will because you're going to get in trouble. And there's a big team that's just been drug into court down in Florida, and they're in deep, deep doo doo. Okay, so let me tell you my story and what got me here. So I built on social media, and this is how I've done it for 5 years. I learned by the seat of my pants how to create content on the social media platforms. And TikTok was a hot item when I started. And I launched there and I blew up my account massively big. I recruited about 200 new customers in 60 days. And that system was rolling and going, and I rolled it into Facebook. And Facebook and Instagram at that point were wafting. They weren't together, they were separate. I rolled it out to my friends and family that were on my Facebook group or my Facebook page. And I also launched Patch for Life. It wasn't called that at the time. The private group that you're in and how you know about this webinar. But as we've wafted, I was into this about 18 to 24 months of social media. And business was really good, especially, around the COVID era. We really, and I grew over 800 new customers and over 3 dozen brand partners through my social media efforts. Now, I'm really good on camera. I'm not patting myself on the back, but I was a pastor for years. I stood in front of large audiences for a long, long time. I understand how to communicate. I'm good at it. And so I applied the skills God gave me into this space. And it has benefited me and rewarded me completely. But one day, compliance came a calling, because I'm going to tell you, I broke every rule there was because I didn't know there was any rules. And I went through a series of removal. And because I wanted to stay compliant, I didn't want to be a sorehead over it with compliance. But we would change things, remove things, and get another letter. We would change things, remove things. Literally, I ended up scrubbing my entire Facebook account. In fact, I had to start a new one. And my TikTok account, when you take a video off of TikTok, they penalize you at that time. And so we had to go in and suppress hundreds of videos. Very frustrating. But here's what I did. This was the methodology, because this is giving birth to what we're going to talk about. Literally, I would do a 60 to 90 second video. I would introduce our product. I'd invite them to a live link. And in those days, I just wanted people to schedule a call with me. I used Calendly. I'm going to show you how I use it today, still use it. And literally, I would book calls. And I have notebooks here in my office that I've filled with people that I've called. I used to return calls every single day. I was on the phone. So that's how I did it. And then I wanted to begin to build automation. And so I built some automation, but it really was not extremely effective. We started with Linktree, and we tried sending people to our LifeWave link. That really didn't yield a whole lot, but that's really all we had. I built a couple of websites, minimal effort out of that business. Still, I made it a personal business. I talked to my customers. I get them on the phone. I'm going to close you. I get you on the phone. I'm going to close you. And so I was able to close a lot of business on the phone, but I was gathering those people through my efforts on social media. But here's where the frustration became just a sore spot. Literally, we reached a place where I threw up my hands and quit recruiting. I quit recruiting in January. Are you ready? Of 2024. 2024, I threw up my hands and I quit recruiting. And I didn't do any recruiting again for months. And I put together an automation system that would at least deliver a sales page. And I started using that. And I was on for 3 months. And 3 weeks. And LifeWave compliance came calling again. Everything I was doing was wrong. So I went to them and said, look, I've got to have guidelines. You got to tell me what I can. And by that time, the company had produced guidelines. And so I literally shifted gears on what I was producing, and my yield went to 0, because everything that was attracting the prospect was gone. The meat was gone out of the video. Somebody just asked, is everyone muted? Everyone is muted. Let me make sure. Yep, everybody is muted. It's in the meeting, at least electronically. So literally, I did not pick this up again. By that time, I had a pretty big team, and I just pushed cruise. Well, late last fall, 2025, sounds like I'm outside in the wind. I don't have a clue. Let's take a moment. And the problem is my microphone last week croaked, and the new one hasn't come in. Is that any better? I want to stop. Okay. All right, that's better. Okay, good. All right, so I started building a complete funnel system because for about 9 months, I got involved in digital marketing and I learned how to build what I'm going to show you. And bottom line, it worked. And it worked with different products. I started building funnels, sales pages, follow-up systems for other things besides LifeWave. Didn't build anything for LifeWave. But in January this year, I started building this system that I'm going to show you. And it is delivering about 100 prospects a week in the social media platforms that I'm putting it out on. And so it's totally automated. The old way of doing business, I've really never done that with this product. I did it with other companies, 2 other companies I built big. And I had big teams and I built it belly to belly. I've never done that. I've never closed anybody. I've never even had a meeting with somebody one-to-one for our patch product. So the old way of doing it, you know, pitch and pray. The old way of doing the social media, copy and paste. Look, don't bother doing that. If you're still doing that, stop. It's never going to work. You're always going to frustrate yourself. So I want to now share with you every piece of what we're going to do, or what I am doing. Everybody ready? I know you are. You're tired of me here talking. All right. So this is all built on System.io. System.io. This is where it's built. And this has all the pieces and parts that drive the business. And this is the short form funnel. Now, before people click on this link that I'm going to show you in this funnel, before they click on this to see this page, I've done a video and I have invited them to come and receive information in the form of what I call a guide. It's called a wellness guide. And this is what they get. They can click the link that I've given them and it says, you've just watched my video. Here's what I promised. And so I'm talking about people that are aging. There's a lot of video content built around over 50, which is our audience. Okay. So I'm asking them a question. Immediately, I'm giving them an opportunity to drop their name and email, get the free guide. And then I'm giving them just a taste of what others have said about the product. And then I tell them what X39 actually does. And this is the short version. Okay, they've already watched my video on social media. So I tell them what it does. They get a disclaimer. And if they've put their name and email address in, then they're entered into the system and the auto follow-up begins. Now I'm going to go back and we're going to look at the long form. I built 2 pages, one short, one long. And this is the long form. This gives them more information. And it has a little bit different perspective. Still sharpen your mind, but your body has other plans. So again, we're going right to the heart of where they're living. You wake up feeling worn out. You're slower than you want to be. You wonder where all your energy went. Show me. And so then this is free wellness guide information. Show me what changed everything. Again, we put a little bit more, and then I give them my story. And then Does any of this sound familiar? We want to talk about things that they can relate to, and then what the 39 actually does and what it doesn't. And we go through specifically. Everything's built that is all compliant. There's not anything in here that creates any kind of problem with compliance, because we built this out of our compliance guidelines. And so we tell what it is, we tell what it is not. This is what people say about the product in their own words. If they're ready, we give them another place to put their name, their email, to get the free guide. Now, whether we use the short form or the long form, that's a decision you could make. And I always suggest beta test it. Beta test it. And I'll tell you what that means if you're not familiar. So then this thank you form is where they end up when they put their name and their email address in. And this is what this looks like. You're confirmed. Check your inbox now. You're in. It drops their first name, and then we just welcome them. Good decision. Want to give them the straight information, and then we tell them what's coming. They're going to get a series of email follow-ups through our automation. We also remind them, if they can't find the email, check their spam. If they're ready to go forward, they want to purchase now, they can either book a call through automation, or they can order as a preferred customer, and that takes them straight to my link. And that would take them straight to your link if you jump in and buy the system. So that's the thank you page. Now let me show you what they get in automation email. Everybody with me? Everybody here? Everybody still here? Okay. Let me go back to that page, because when I share this page, it hides you guys. So within a minute, they get this first email. Whoops, pushed the wrong button. Apologize. They get this first email. Here's everything you asked for. And it gives them, this is what they asked for, the details about the X39, what it actually is. We tell them who we are. Yes, they can Google it. They're going to Google it anyway. Okay. Yes, they can go to Amazon and buy a product that's called LifeWave, a patch. Maybe it's a real patch. I don't know. I don't really care. My business is one-to-one. It's personal. I'm building relationships with these people. They don't get a guarantee. And from what I've heard, those are patches that are expired. So I don't really care. We're going to tell them who we are, what we're doing, because we want to be straight up. Okay. We tell them what makes the difference. And we're telling them about, what it's designed to do. And these are the highlights of what it's going to do for them. It doesn't claim, very, very important, it's a wellness patch. It's not a drug. Well, you guys have heard all this. If you're a brand partner, you should know this. And I'm assuming I just have brand partners here. And these statements haven't been evaluated. So what does it cost? And so we have the link to, would be yours. It's to mine, preferred customers. It takes them right into the cart on my page that's already filled. All they have to do is fill out the guest form, put their credit card information in, and they're off and running. You get an email, or I get an email when they sign up. Now I've got their phone number. We can communicate with them. And then if they want to talk rather than buy right now, a lot of people do. They can schedule a call on my automated scheduler, which is called Calendly. So that's email number one. That happens immediately after they fill out the form. 3 days later, they get a second email. And there is one caveat in here. We're reiterating, we're sharing more. We have one other page that we're going to give them on this second email that they have not seen before. Let me share that with you. Wait 1 second. I'm clicking in case you guys were wondering what I'm doing. So this is what's called living. So back to system. Here we go. This is what's called a pre-sales funnel. This is ad nauseum detail. This is a true sales page with all the information. And so you're curious. They haven't tried to buy yet. They haven't scheduled. They click on this page because we said, hey, if you want more information before you make a decision, they could book a call or they could buy it now. We put it up front. And so then we tell them more. Now I give them a broader view of my story, how it works. Some of this you've seen, they've seen what it is and isn't. People like you in their own words. 2 ways forward. Preferred customer. We tell them what it is. It's wholesale pricing. They can cancel anytime or book a call. Both of those tabs are there. Questions people ask. We've tried to cover the large questions people always ask. So now we have the real information. Make a decision. Buy it, book a call, or neither one. Okay? So that's what's called the pre-sales funnel. That happens in email in our campaign in day 3. The next email is 7 days later. The next email is 14 days later. So that's linked on those 3 emails. Day 7, here it is. Again, preferred customer or schedule. We're giving them more information. We kind of like open up the can. We just keep sharing, giving more detail, being relatable, relational, trying to help them move forward, make a decision. Day 14, they get this email. And again, some of the same kinds of thought. No pressure or hard sell. Just trying to give them the information, help them get over the hump. At least schedule a call. The last one is at 30 days. And we don't put that sales page on here. Again, give them an opportunity to purchase or book a call. And if they've not made a decision, then our second set of follow-up emails that's in our membership will then be applied here, and we'll continue to stay in touch. But as you do this, you build a database of prospects who are interested in the product. Oops, I pushed the wrong button, guys. Sorry. Okay, let me stop it. Let me just pause for a second. Those are the pages. Any questions up to this point? Just drop it in the chat real quick. Hopefully nobody else has tried to come in. I kind of ignored it because once I'm moving, I just want to move forward. Any questions real quick? Do you want to drop in the chat? Y'all with me? Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay, you want me to keep going. All right, now I don't see any questions. I'm going to keep going. So here's what I've built literally that will operate this system. Now, let me pause and say, if you built all of that content, if you hired a company to do that, and there are companies that do it, $3,000 to $5,000. $3,000 to $5,000 is what they charge just to build what I've shown you so far. And unfortunately, it's just the cost of doing business, and that's what people charge just for that portion. Now, The second part of what I built is this is a membership, and I built a membership community in school. So I'm going to show you the membership platform, and I'll show you what the membership includes. All right. So this is the membership. It's called Patch for Life. Imagine that. Pro. Now I'm going to show you the magic of what I've done for everyone here. This is a done with you system. I want to be really clear here. I want you guys to really understand. Okay. This system is not something I'm selling you to go set up. Nope. I set it up for you from beginning to end. I've done absolutely everything. And this is the hinge that has been literally the hard, this is where we have never been able to get things moving in automation. Is there was always something else we had to build. No, you know, it's like we got to teach somebody how to build this or do that. I do all of this for you. There's a pre-work checklist. Okay. And there are 3 things. If you join and become a member of Patch for Life Pro, and by the way, it's a membership, it's a one-time fee, it's lifetime, never costs you another penny. You have to go to GoDaddy and get a domain, and we have approved domain lists. You have to get a professional email. No, you can't use your Gmail. It has to be professional because your system is going to run on System.io. You have to go to System.io and sign up. It's free. You have to go to Calendly and sign up. It's free. Your only upfront cost outside of becoming a member is to pay for a domain. And these are approved domains. It'll cost you $23 for a year. And the email will cost you about $2 a month. That's it. That's the only ongoing. And you have to have your own accounts. But I set all of this up with you in a Zoom. I don't leave anything to chance. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to do it for you. So if you join, there's a checklist. You've got to do these things before you book with me. And then if you've never shot video, I've put in here a free training that I used to charge $295 for. This is free. I've sold it 100 of times on how to shoot a video, but you don't have to go do that either, because here is your content. Okay. This is all your content, and each tab each day has a video, live video I shot. It's already out on social media. It's designed so you can grab it, put it on your social media. It's shot so you can, and I'll teach you how to put your link on it. It's one simple task. The script is right here. And if you're well-versed in shooting your own video, you probably want to shoot your own, which is perfect. Here's your script. You don't have to go look for scripts. You don't have to do the research. You don't have to figure out, will this work or not? This is working. This is delivering. Okay. There's 30 days of all that content, and all of it is built. Okay. All of it is built with, and I started putting it on the screen, with the approved framework, language, what to say and what not to say if you decide to go shoot your own. The scripts follow the guidelines. Again, scripts are built with the guidelines. Then I started putting it on these, and I'll go back and put them on the others. On June 3rd, we had a little bit of a shift, and David has given permission to pair the word stem cell with the Cellulargize morning, and he's given the exact language we can use. It is approved. So I was doing these in the middle of it. It shifted, so I shifted the language a little bit. So you don't have to go shoot a video. You can put these. I'm giving you permission to use me to get your content in front of your social media people. And you will have YouTube Shorts, which is this same video in YouTube. And then we'll have long form video structure here. This will be a little bit of a training to get people to understand what we're trying to accomplish with a long form video. A little bit different strategy, but it has a lot of upside. I get a lot out of this. Every week with your membership, you get a free 1-hour training. It's recorded. You can come live and ask your questions. We have a win board and calls are archived here. This is an interactive community. It runs 24/7, 365. You can pop into your membership and ask a question of me or the membership. And it's just a sounding board. Literally, it's a message board. You can pop it in. Everybody gets it. And literally, people will answer your questions. I'll answer your questions. Here is compliance. This is all the guidelines, all the policies and procedures published. This is what we follow. We vary zero, and we will continue to vary zero. We're going to stay right in compliance so we can use this content. And in your membership, then that weekly call is scheduled here. If there's other webinars we schedule, this is a membership, and this is literally what your membership page would look like. There's actually a map in here. If you set it up, it'll show you where all the members are. And then there's a ranking of people who are engaging. And then there is an about page, and this tells you about it. I haven't launched it yet. This is brand new. This is a brand new page. So this is where the life of your membership lives. This is where all your content. And going forward, there will be more content put on here. Every 30 days, there'll be more content created as we go forward. If you want to just keep using my content, you bought it. You can use it to your heart's content. So the real key here is I'm doing a build out session with you to build the entire system. I leave absolutely nothing to chance. I hope that's making sense. Okay, for a minute, let me just check questions. Amy asks, yes, you must have a public Facebook profile or page to find new people. Well, my Facebook has a professional account, and we're able to change you all should do it. You all should change your Facebook to professional. And I have like 10,000 people that follow me on Facebook. I'd say 9,900 of them I've never met, but they follow me from running into me in social media. All of you need that. Okay. So I'm going to stop. One other thing I wanted to share with you guys. Here's GoDaddy. So if you get to this place, you say, where's that? GoDaddy.com. Go set up an account. It's free. To set up an account, it's free. You will have to purchase a domain, and I give you a list that we've already pre-selected. Calendly.com. It's also Calendly.com. Sorry, I didn't share that page. This is a free platform, and unless you expand beyond one follow-up schedule, you don't have to pay for it. It's free. I love it. And then where all of this is built is in System.io, and it is also free to run one sales funnel system, one tab or tag, and one email campaign follow-up. So if this is all you ever used it for, it'll never cost you a penny. And so let me tell you what I charge for my system. Everybody's going, why didn't you tell us that in the beginning? Because I want you to see what I'm doing. So my membership costs $497. It's one time. You get lifetime access. You get my support every day. I'm available 24/7 on the board, and literally, there are limited spots in my founding members. I've got students that are coming in that I've coached that are using the system, and once I finish the founding list of 100, I'm going to raise the price. So that's kind of where we are. And let me drop for all of you guys, and then I'll start answering questions. Let me drop the link for, of course, there's a whole sales panel that you're going to grab. And I'm going to drop it in. This is where you would pop back in here. Sorry, guys. I'm popping all over. Okay. Let me drop it in here. This is for everybody. This is the link if you want to be a member. It's called Living Well Aging. It's got a bunch of numbers on it. Don't just ignore that. It doesn't matter. All you need to do is click on that link, and that'll take you to the membership sign up. It's $497. It's built on the same platform. It has all the same features, and literally it does a great email follow-up system. It drives you to every point of what I've just shown you. And there's a bonus. If you buy this system, there's a bonus. And this is compliments of, I have some presidentials in my team, and they begged me to do this. So I said, fine, I'll do it. Because some of you want to recruit brand partners, not just customers. So let me show you, because I built an entire system for that as well. It is called Brand Partners in my system. Here's your capture page. This is the capture page. I won't say, and this is built on a platform talking about time freedom. We cannot talk about money. The FTC is got LifeWave's number right now, and they're scrutinizing absolutely everything's being done. And this is really the honest way to do this. People are getting time freedom by doing business this way. I love doing business this way. This is the way I've chosen to do my business. But I'm immediately book a call. So you would send this to your brand partners, people you've recruited, or people that are customers, customers you've already recruited, and are people that said, hey, I'm really interested in the business side. So here's who this is for, and who it's not for. If you're looking for fast, guaranteed money passively, this is not it. Look, nobody's gotten rich in this call, okay? Nobody's making a ton of money in network marketing. The average network marketer makes less than $600 a year. That's just a fact put out by the national publication that is in our industry. But this is all about time freedom. Again, I give them a chance to drop their information because I want to market to them. I tell my story. This would be your story if you so desire to buy my system. And then again, there's an income and earnings disclosure on the bottom. Must be there. It must be there. That is required. Again, I'm asking people just to book a call. So that's a bonus that you get for free. I'm not going to charge you the first 100 people that are jumping in. I will charge for that at a later time. Okay, so let me jump in and answer some questions. I currently have a domain name with Namecheap. No, unfortunately, no. GoDaddy, it has to be done with GoDaddy because GoDaddy and System.io work together. So there's an internal platform that System.io built out with GoDaddy. So GoDaddy is the only place it'll work. It's got to be done there. Sorry. Other questions? Other questions? Other questions? Other questions, guys? Raise your hand if you want to answer instead of putting it in the group chat. Did I miss anybody? What other questions can I'm surely you guys have got questions. Can I send out text versus email? No. No, and you're opening a can of worms with text. That requires I'm not going to give you my cell phone number. These cold people in the market are not going to give you your cell phone number. That's the whole point. We're going to drive traffic through and do our follow-up with email. You can't do follow-up on a text, not the kind of robust follow-up that's built. Text can be used once they are a prospect and you're working them. Talk to them on the phone, get their cell phone and then you could use it, but not up front. You're never going to have any success. You're not going to get any numbers. You're never going to get any phone numbers. Okay, cool. Hope that helped. I think you said you would send the link is here. I'll drop it several times, but it's right at the top. Let me see if I can copy it. Yep, I can copy it. Let me drop the link again. That's the link for the system. Other questions? If you want to ask it instead of typing it, just raise your hand. If I unmute all of you at one time, we'll have chaos. But if you want to, if you don't know, it's right down here on the bottom. It's called React. If you push that React button, you can raise your hand. It comes up on my screen. I'll be happy to unmute you. Larry. Okay. Let me unmute you. Come on. I'm pushing the buttons, Larry. Sorry. Go ahead. I unmuted you on my end, I think. Let me do this. Okay.
Can you hear us?
No. Okay. Sorry.
we unmuted ourselves. Go ahead, honey.
All right. Go ahead, Larry. Ask your question.
How do we sign up?
How?
Yeah.
See the link in the chat box?
So we just go to that link and that'll tell us,
Yep.
The steps. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep. That's what you got to do.
Thank
Click
you.
the link. You're so welcome. And obviously, let me do this for all of you guys. You want to save this. Okay, this is my private email. Yeah, it's real private. Email me if you have a question. There's my email address. But everything it lands there. Other questions, guys? you want to ask, raise your hand. Happy to answer. Anybody else? Surely you guys got more questions. Does it all make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Once we sign up, how soon does it go into effect?
So you're going to go through the steps to get the pre-work done, and
Right.
you'll schedule with me. I have a schedule set that I do setup appointments every week. So as quick as you can get your pre-work done, get on my calendar. The link is in all the instructions. I mean, and we'll spend an hour and a half doing a Zoom training. I will set your system up, and when we say goodbye, you're operating.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you.
Well, I don't leave anything to chance. I don't want to try to teach you how to do what I know how to do. What is my
Thank you.
You're welcome. What difference does it make what my rank is? I think that's it doesn't matter what my rank is. I don't tell people what my rank is. I'm just a person who's doing business out here. Rank is not important. You know, I've been doing this for 5 years. I'm good at what I do. You will never see me at a meeting. You just won't.
Good policy.
It doesn't matter to me. You know, what I make is private. I didn't come here to get ranked. I came here because I had a knee problem. Can we input your account and go through the process, receiving various emails to experience the process? Okay. Can we input your account, my account, and go receiving the various? Yeah, you can. Sure. Let me drop that link for you. If you guys, I see what you're saying. Hello. Let me grab the link, and I'll answer the questions as it comes in. Let me grab that link for you. I'll put it on here. So I'm gonna drop the funnel link to what I showed you and I built out and that you would use. Okay. And I'll give you the long form link so you have all the informational details. Okay. So you guys make note of this. That's the link. You can enter your information there, and you can see it all roll out. Okay. How many conversations are you getting with this? This month, we're finishing June. Conversations. I'd say I average one a day in a cold market. Now, in a warm market, I have a lot of conversations in my Facebook platform. I'd say 5 a day easily. And so that's my growth right now is in the warmer market. TikTok's completely changed. And I'm getting cold prospects, but they're not moving off the dial very much. The warmer ones are. Instagram's blowing up. First time I've ever been able to get Instagram to move, but it's really blowing up. Okay. I gave you that one. Other questions? Well, I'm happy you guys are asking. This is awesome. Does using this kind of system, obviously it's interesting to you because you came to this webinar and you want to know about it. Would you use it? If you would never use this, don't spend a penny. I'm going to tell you that right now.
How do we mute?
I'll mute you. I got you muted. So, but if you want to unmute, go down to the bottom and raise your hand. See right down here on the bottom? It says react. There's a react button on the bottom. Just push that and raise your hand, and I'll unmute you. Um, bottom line, guys, if this makes sense to you, you want to do business on social media. Now, I haven't said this. My wife has dementia. And the reason I work from home is because I caretake for her. And she's been up into my office 3 times since we started this webinar because she doesn't understand what I'm doing. Hope that makes sense. And I lowered my voice, and some of you may not have heard me. Hopefully it does. So, other questions that I can answer for you about my system. I mean, it's simple. It's complex if you were to try to build it yourself. It's just where I have been thriving. Other folks, raise your hand. You want to know something else? Anything else I can answer for you? How many of you are interested? You're interested. Raise your hand if you're interested. Okay. I'm getting some thumbs up. Good. Okay, good. Yes, sir, Larry. Stephanie's interested. Larry's got his hand up. Go ahead and unmute, Larry. Go ahead. You're open, Larry. And KT, I'll come right to you. Go ahead. You're open.
We were just saying we're interested. I mean,
Okay.
we didn't have a question. Got it.
Gotcha. KT had a question. I pushed your unmute, KT. KT Bishop. You have to, once I give the control back to you, you have to unmute yourself so you can talk. There you go. Go for it.
I'm here. I just asking about ranking because I already do social media marketing. I'm just wondering how, if you grind this out, what potential can you hit?
Well, I mean, I built my whole business without this. Now with it, it's rapidly moving forward. I think this is where businesses are thriving and growing. This is the wave of network marketing today.
Yep.
It is. Nobody wants to make a cold phone call. I'd rather make 100 videos and put them out on the platforms and invite people to come and see my system and have conversation with somebody who said, I'm interested. I'm interested in talking to people who are interested. Will you talk to a lot of people doing that way? Sure. Yeah. That's this business. This is still personal. This is just a tool that's automated that puts prospects into your database. None of you, I'll be willing to bet, none of you have a database that sends out follow-up emails with all your prospects at will. Anytime you want it, you program it and send it. If you did, you wouldn't be here. That's just one piece of this. So nobody, there's somebody that's built one piece or they built 2 pieces. This is the whole package. But then most everybody wants you to learn how to do it and build it themselves. I do this for you. Nobody's doing that. Absolutely nobody's setting up the system and saying, here's the keys. You turn it on. Now drive it. Nobody's doing that for you. I am. That's what I'm doing.
What's the monthly with GoDaddy?
The only thing you would pay monthly for would be your email. You buy a domain for $23 up front. That's a year. That's 1 year. And then you have to have a professional email account to work with System.io. I think I pay $2 a month for the email. So I mean, for $2 a month and $25 or $24 for the year, that's all I spend. That would be all your expense.
Is there a monthly fee with Facebook for metadata or anything?
No. Do not, folks, don't advertise. Do not do ads in social media. Waste of time, waste of money. I do not. This is organic content. Totally organic. And if you've never done social media marketing, I do have a course. It's a 15-week course, and I teach people how to turn their phone on. That's how basic I go. But I've been teaching that for quite a long time because a lot of my students, I have a lot of students, that's how they got into social media. I had to teach them how to use it. Y'all, some of you guys may be there if that's where you're at. I have to leave for work. Are we getting a replay? Since you registered, you will get a replay. Yes, it'll be tomorrow. You won't get it. You won't get the link until tomorrow, but I appreciate you coming so much. Any other questions? I'm at a 1 hour. I don't ever go overboard unless somebody's got questions that are burning a hole in their pocket. I
What
hope,
about your,
do what?
are you willing to share your content and I do the development myself or not?
No way. And I'm sorry. No, this is my system. I sell it. I'm not going to share how I do it. If you want to learn how to do it, then
no worries. I was a developer for 15 years. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, you wouldn't give away your content. Okay. Anybody else have a question? Anything else I can do? If you have other questions, I've given you my email address. Here it is one more time. lesbklein@gmail.com. If you send me an email, okay, you want to ask me more questions, you were bashful. This is the link to buy the system. Let me give it to you again. Get the right one. This is the link to buy the system that you've just seen, all the automation system. Okay. Click on it. It's built on the platform that you're going to use. And if you have any other questions, I appreciate you guys coming, taking the time. And I hope that this has been a benefit to you. And if you haven't ever considered this and you want to grow your business, this is where it's going. I can tell you, face-to-face business is done. Doing live markets is done. I'm telling you, I like doing business here because I can do it 24/7. The automation runs and I'm not working. I get to cash checks. That's the beauty of what I'm doing. So I hope that y'all consider jumping in. I appreciate you coming. Yes, sir.
One final question: any veteran pricing?
No, this is the huge bonus pricing here. When we fill it up with 100, it's going to double in price. It'll be $1,000. So this is the introductory price because it's new. But I've been using it since I built it. I'm getting great results. That's it. Anything else? I'll give one last chance. Thanks, guys, for coming. I'm going to stop the recording. If I can remember where to stop it. Here we go.